in the face of the financial and mismanagement problems facing DLR Foods, like a phoenix that rose from the ashes, Catherine Ramirez de la Rey made a backdoor arrangement with Marco Silvestre, so that she can buy much of the shares of stocks of DLR Foods, so she could retain her position as the CEO of the said corporation, much to Scarlett's dismay. As it turned out, even the courts proved that Isadora Castillejos isn't what she seems to be. Poof! There goes her claimship to the Amodesto estate. And that has translated into a big victory for Catherine de la Rey. But not before paying a heavy price that what Isadora did to Aura Castillejos was to kill her one night and cover up all the evidence of her involvement. At first, Isabel Torralba had her reasons why she was opposed to her son Rafael's planned marriage to Catherine Ramirez de la Rey. But eventually, she changed sides and secretly sided with the late Aura Castillejos to give her the title, establishing the late Aura's rightful claim to the Amodesto estate. And that drove Isadora Castillejos so mad that when that one night she entered the house of Estelle all by herself, killed two of her housemaids, and attempted to kill Estelle as well by shooting her in the back. And like wrapping up Aura's murder, she made a phone call with Scarlett, telling her to come to Estelle's residence. But not before. Well, before that, Estelle had contacted Catherine so she can tell her the true colors of Isadora Castillejos and her legal husband, Vernon Fuentes. And so Catherine went to Estelle's house, only to see her nearly dead in the pool of blood. But then came Scarlett de la Rey, thinking that Catherine was the attempted killer of Estelle. And thus the humiliation of Catherine had once again begun. And even what's so loneliest was her being given a mugshot. Who is Marco Silvestre? Like I told you earlier, he is the boss of Vernon Fuentes and head of that massive smuggling syndicate bringing small goods in Amodesto. He is also involved in other criminal activities, and every time whenever his henchmen let him down, he gives them a punch in the stomach. That happened to Vernon once. And so did his biological son, Miguel Castillejos. That's his way of even punching anyone in the stomach, is Marco's way of controlling them, telling them to do whatever Marco wants them to do or suffer any consequences. And for a while I'm trying to be transferred from one detention center to another, Catherine Ramirez de la Rey, who still was currently facing charges of attempted murder, was kidnapped by armed men led by Vernon Fuentes. And Vernon's son Miguel was among those who took part in that unlawful operation. And for a while, Catherine and Miguel had been together. And while Scarlett and Isadora were furious. But one night, Isadora Castillejos received a visitor who turned out to be Scarlett de la Rey, and told her secretly that it was she, Isadora that is, who planned to murder Estelle, because Isadora blamed Estelle for taking away the Amodesto estate. And yet, Isadora was also tempted with a $5 million peso ransom, rather, so that Catherine Ramirez de la Rey will be brought back to justice. And so one night, while Miguel and Catherine were escaping from Marcos Silvestri's henchmen, Catherine was held captive by Isadora and was handed over to Scarlett de la Rey with orders to kill Catherine. And just when Catherine seemed to have had it, Scarlett was having problems with her unborn child. So Scarlett took a 180-degree turn and freed the very woman that she wanted to kill, who in turn brought her to a nearby hospital where she and her unborn child were better. And as for Isadora receiving her $5 million, too bad that so-called best actress, what she got was a blank check. How unlucky you were, Isadora.